G'day, Professor Joseph Drew. I thought of a really good experiment on the weekend to see if our rate cap is sufficient, to see if the sort of things that the state governments say about the rate cap is actually what they do themselves. I think you'll be extremely surprised by this video, and I encourage you to watch it all the way through, and don't forget to subscribe and flick it on to someone else. Look, experiments are really important because they allow us to test hypotheses. And that's what I'm essentially doing here. The hypothesis of the New South Wales state government is that the rate cap is sufficient to meet the costs that local governments are faced with. And you know from my other videos that the principal cost that local government is faced with is road maintenance costs. So I thought to myself, let's have a look at what's happening with registration, car registration, because the principal destination for that revenue is also road maintenance. So I can verify this. I've got copy and paste here of the New South Wales government website, and it says that vehicle registration fees are based on weight. And they're based on weight because heavier vehicles do more damage to the road, and that verifies what I'm saying. Most of the registration goes towards similar stuff to what local government's doing. Of course, it's not a perfect substitute. If it was, the registration would be your local government tax, and it's not. But it's pretty darn close, and what you'll see in the next slide will really surprise you and really illuminate matters and may cause you to doubt some of the things you have or have not been told in the past. So I've cut and pasted some stuff off official documents, the websites for the New South Wales government, and IPART documents about the rate cap, and we're going to compare what's happening here. Now, as I say, what the registration is meant to be used for, roads and staff, is very similar to what the bulk of the costs are and responsibilities are for local government, so it's not an unreasonable comparison here. So let's read what the New South Wales government says. It says from the 1st of July 2024, registration fees will increase by 5.89%. Let's now go down one step and look at what IPART said for exactly the same period. Council-based costs are forecast to increase by 3.9%. So we have New South Wales government saying 3.9% is not enough for us, 5.89% please. Yet local government, similar responsibilities, have been told that 3.9% will be enough for them. Now, I know we don't have growth factors in there, but population growth factors are for a different expense entirely, so they're not really relevant here. So let's go back to this New South Wales government website and read the rest of the statement. It says from the 1st of January 2025, vehicle tax will increase by 4.33% here. Now you need to be careful because they've done something a little bit sneaky here. The increases used to happen on the 1st of July. They brought them forward 6 months. So they're getting extra money. So that 4.33% is actually higher than what it appears to be, because a lot of people are going to get caught 6 months earlier. So once again, let's compare the New South Wales government saying they need 4.33% for similar responsibilities to the local government for that period. Let's compare that to what IPART said councils needed and what they got. Their base costs went up 3.6%. There's about a 0.7% difference there. So what does this all mean? We have New South Wales government telling councils they must live within their means, that this rate cap should be sufficient for them, and there's a cutout there from an ABC article where we have the local government minister saying precisely that. But then we have the New South Wales government saying, look, we have similar responsibilities to the major responsibility of local government, and the percentages that local government was being given wasn't enough for us. Well, it's unlikely that both stories can be true. There's a problem here. Now, either the rate cap is sufficient to meet the additional costs, mostly associated with transport costs and staff, or it's not. You can't be both ways. Now, one of the things I've emphasised many times in those other videos of mine where I go back 15 years or more looking at the rate cap and actual increase to cost faced by councils, one of the things I keep emphasising is that if you're 1 or 2% behind, the first year it was 2% behind in that previous slide, and you keep doing that year after year after year, eventually you end up with a very big mess. That 2% is being, and then the 0.7%, it's compounding on top of each other. So it's even worse than what it appears if you just simply added it up. So this is a really big problem. Clearly, there's something wrong somewhere, either with the rate cap or with what New South Wales government think is the increase in cost they're facing for doing similar things to local government. There's obviously a big disconnect here, and someone needs to resolve it. So I'm really glad I did this little experiment because it's very, very illuminating. I first noticed because I had to pay my rego the other day and I couldn't believe how much it had gone up. And it seemed to have been going up a lot. And then I looked and I found out that it was indeed going up a lot. And then I started thinking, well, the cost of the registration is supposed to be covering similar to local government. Has local government been going up as much? We find out it hasn't. Now, I'm not taking pot shots at anyone. Maybe the New South Wales government is correct here. Maybe IPART's correct. Maybe the council's correct. I don't know, but there's a big disconnect. And it shows the importance of doing proper analysis. It shows that what I've been saying is correct. We need to review the model for financial sustainability thoroughly and base our decision making with evidence, real evidence, rather than hopes and guesswork. And I think that this video reinforces that and the importance of getting these things right. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.